This week, I want to explore the atmospheric effects of the volcanic eruption near Tonga a few weeks ago. That eruption sent a tsunami across the Pacific Ocean.
In 2021, something incredible happened here. After 800 years of silence, the Fagradalsfjall volcano came to life, filling the sky with glowing lava and capturing the world's attention. Today, we're going to take you on a journey through this amazing eruption. We'll explore how it all started, what made it so special, and the surprising ways it impacted the environment and people. Iceland is often called the land of fire and ice because of its unique combination of glaciers and volcanoes. It's located right on the mid-Atlantic ridge, a place where two tectonic plates are slowly pulling apart, the North American plate and the Eurasian plate. This makes Iceland one of the most volcanically active places on Earth. There are around 30 active volcanic systems in the country, and volcanic eruptions are quite common. Some are small, while others are big enough to cause serious disruptions. The Fagradalsfjall volcano, located on the Reykjanes Peninsula, hadn't erupted for about 800 years. That's a long time, but in 2021, it finally woke up and gave us a show. This area is a hotspot for volcanic activity, but it had been relatively quiet until seismic activity began to pick up. Before the eruption, the area experienced a series of small earthquakes that hinted at what was coming. Icelanders, being used to living on such an active island, knew something might be on the way. Sure enough, Fagradalsfjall didn't disappoint, becoming the center of attention for scientists, locals, and even tourists. This eruption marked the first in the Reykjanes Peninsula in centuries, showing just how unpredictable volcanic activity can be in Iceland. Before the eruption in March 2021, Fagradalsfjall was sending out warning signals. In the weeks leading up to the event, the ground around the Reykjanes Peninsula started to shake with a series of small earthquakes. These tremors weren't uncommon for Iceland, as it regularly experiences seismic activity due to its location on the mid-Atlantic ridge. However, the sheer number of quakes was unusual and caught the attention of geologists. The earthquakes were caused by magma moving underground, trying to make its way to the surface. This is a common precursor to volcanic eruptions, as the pressure builds up below until the Earth can't hold it in anymore. Think of it like a bottle of soda that's been shaken. Eventually, it's going to pop. The Icelandic Meteorological Office, which monitors volcanic and seismic activity, started to keep a close eye on the area. The intensity of the earthquakes grew, and it became clear that something big was about to happen. Residents were on alert, but Icelanders are no strangers to volcanic activity, so most people went about their daily lives while scientists waited to see if or when the volcano would erupt. Then, on the evening of March 19, 2021, the ground split open and magma began pouring out. It wasn't an explosive event like you might see in movies. Instead, a fissure or crack opened up in the ground, and lava started pouring out slowly but steadily. This type of eruption is called a fissure eruption, and it's common in Iceland because of the country's unique geological setting. The lava that flowed out of Fagradalsfjall came from deep within the earth, and as it reached the surface, it created glowing fountains of molten rock. The red-hot lava flowed across the landscape, covering valleys and creating new land as it cooled and hardened. For many, it was a once-in-a-lifetime sight. People from all over Iceland, and even some international visitors, traveled to the area to witness the event firsthand. What made this eruption so special was how accessible it was. Unlike many volcanoes that erupt in remote or dangerous areas, Fagradalsfjall was easy to reach, and people could hike relatively close to the lava flow. Of course, authorities made sure that safety measures were in place, but that didn't stop thousands of people from coming to see the incredible display of nature's power. While most of us were amazed by the beauty of the Fagradalsfjall eruption, scientists were busy studying every detail. The eruption gave researchers a unique opportunity to learn more about how volcanic systems work, especially in an area like the Reykjanes Peninsula, which hadn't experienced an eruption in over 800 years. Scientists used a variety of tools to monitor the eruption in real time. They deployed drones to fly over the lava flows, collecting detailed images and videos. Satellites were also used to track the movement of the lava and measure the amount of volcanic gas being released into the atmosphere. On the ground, sensors monitored seismic activity and gas emissions, helping scientists understand the eruption's impact on the environment. One of the key things scientists focused on was the way magma moved through the Earth's crust. By studying the fissure that opened up during the eruption, they gained insights into how magma travels through cracks and how it reaches the surface. This information is crucial for predicting future eruptions and understanding the behavior of volcanoes in similar regions. Another important aspect of the research was the study of volcanic gases, especially sulfur dioxide, SO2. These gases can be harmful to both people and the environment, so scientists closely monitored gas emissions to make sure they stayed at safe levels. As soon as news of the Fagradalsfjall eruption spread, people from all over Iceland and even tourists from abroad started flocking to the site. After all, it's not every day you get to see a volcano erupting right before your eyes, and the steady flow of lava made it relatively safe to visit. The area around the eruption site became a major tourist attraction. People hiked up the hills to get a closer look at the glowing rivers of lava. Many visitors even took selfies with the lava in the background, capturing memories of a once-in-a-lifetime experience. It was a surreal scene, a mixture of awe-inspiring natural beauty and the buzz of excited visitors. But with all the excitement came the need for caution. While the lava wasn't exploding into the air, it was still incredibly hot and dangerous. Authorities quickly set up safety measures, including exclusion zones to keep people from getting too close. Gas levels were also monitored regularly to make sure visitors weren't exposed to harmful volcanic gases like sulfur dioxide. Volcanic eruptions like the one at Fagradalsfjall can have both positive and negative impacts on the environment. On one hand, the lava that flows out during an eruption destroys everything in its path. Trees, plants, and even animal habitats can be wiped out as the molten rock covers the ground. But on the other hand, volcanic eruptions also create new land, and over time can lead to the development of new ecosystems. The lava fields left behind after the eruption eventually break down and form nutrient-rich soil, which can support plant growth. This is why areas with volcanic soil, like parts of Iceland and Hawaii, are often very fertile and good for farming. In the case of Fagradalsfjall, the eruption created vast new fields of solid rock. These fields might look barren and lifeless at first, but in time, plants and animals will begin to move back in and establish new habitats. The eruption also attracted birds to the area, likely drawn by the heat from the lava. However, the gases released during the eruption, especially sulfur dioxide, SO2, can have a more immediate negative impact. High concentrations of volcanic gases can be harmful to both people and animals, and they can also contribute to air pollution and acid rain. Fortunately, Iceland's authorities closely monitored the situation and issued warnings when gas levels became dangerous. When a volcano erupts, it doesn't just release lava, it also releases gases into the atmosphere. One of the main gases emitted during volcanic eruptions is sulfur dioxide, SO2. This gas can have a significant impact on both the environment and human health. At high levels, sulfur dioxide can cause respiratory problems, especially for people with asthma or other lung conditions. It can also irritate the eyes and throat. In extreme cases, sulfur dioxide can contribute to the formation of acid rain, which can damage crops, forests, and bodies of water. During the Fagradalsfjall eruption, Icelandic authorities closely monitored the levels of sulfur dioxide being released into the air. In some areas, gas levels became high enough that people were advised to stay indoors or avoid visiting the eruption site. The winds played a big role in dispersing the gas, and depending on which way the wind was blowing, some areas experienced more gas than others. The Fagradalsfjall eruption may have slowed down, but the story doesn't end there. Iceland is a land of constant geological change, and the Reykjanes Peninsula could experience more volcanic activity in the future. Scientists are continuing to monitor the region closely, looking for signs of future eruptions. Even though the lava flow has stopped for now, the landscape around Fagradalsfjall has been permanently changed. The new lava fields that were created during the eruption will remain a part of the landscape for many years to come. These fields will slowly cool and harden, creating new rock formations that will shape the area for generations. The eruption also raised new questions for scientists. How long will the Reykjanes Peninsula stay active? Will there be more eruptions in the near future? These are questions that researchers are eager to answer, and they will continue studying the area to gain a better understanding of Iceland's volcanic systems. For now, the Fagradalsfjall eruption stands as a reminder of the incredible power of nature. It showed us that even after hundreds of years of dormancy, a volcano can spring back to life and change the landscape in an instant. If you enjoyed learning about Fagradalsfjall and want to see more fascinating stories about the natural world, be sure to give this video a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. We have plenty more exciting content on the way, so don't miss out.